They're up there a little farther yet. Up there a little farther yet. Oh yeah, that's the one. There he is. Got him. Hit it on the fall. All right, guys. Well, we are back for yet another snap jigging video today. I've already caught 2 nice fish off camera because I really wasn't sure what we were going to be doing, where we were going to be doing it. And alas, we're out here. So had a big channel cat to start the trip and then a nice wiper to follow it up. And then I started filming and now they're getting smaller, but it is the target species. We are going to try and get after some of these striped guys today. But yeah, we're just fishing jig wrap. Big surprise. Actually started throwing a shiver minnow to start, but I don't really think that one's got a much slower fall, I feel like, than the jig wrap, and they needed aggressive. So nice way to start it off. It's been a while since we've done a wiper video, and I don't know if they're gonna stick around. It looks like maybe they kind of petered out, but we're just using live scope. Actually, definitely target casting these particular fish here. We're not really on a spot per se. We're just kind of sitting right off the side of it. Big offshore structure. No surprise there, but we'll see what happens. Again, this is just the time of year where it's like, there's another one. I don't have really any other consistent bites other than reaction bites, whether it be a jig wrap, shiver minnow, other glide bait, big heavy spoon. So we're just rolling with it, and it's obviously working. Whoa, big white bass this time. Nice whitey. Why don't you come back over here? Come back over here. So all that being said, I guess I apologize for the repetitive content, but it sure beats the alternative of no content at all. So we're just gonna keep bouncing around. We've got, I don't know, maybe 2, 3 maybe spots that we're gonna hit in the short time that I have this afternoon, and just see if we can't keep getting after them. But it is a good day after we're done filming to clean the aqua traction, because there is a lot of white bass poop up here. A lot of poop. Come on. Finally. All right. Followed it for long enough, had the whole school charged up. That's the kind, I think. I reckon? You reckon? Not big, but fun. Oh, that's why. Right in his back. Just a lot of swiping going on. That's not where they're supposed to bite it. Thinking that at some point one of these is going to be a walleye too, but I am casting at a pretty big school of fish on live scope here, which are not walleyes. They are white bass and wipers both. That's a little better one. All over the place. That's actually, I thought that was going to be a smallish wiper, but that is actually a very, very hefty white bass right there. And he's going to take a huge, oh God, he did. Giant diarrhea. Burp. Giant diarrhea for a giant white bass. Choked that jig wrap, just choked it. Cool, nice football white. And a lot of poop, a lot of poop. Oh, it is fun. They're not big, but that is fun to watch when you're casting on live scope, when you've got, I don't know, 8, 10, 15 fish just getting after it. One thing I will say though, I am glad that the size quality, we are on a different lake than my last video, and the size quality, is slightly better, especially here when it comes to the white bass. Nothing special, but still just trying to weed through them for those bigger bites. There's just a bunch of them. So I guess we could have worse problems, you know what I'm saying? Well, that was the perfect cast. Literally just going over to the next spot and just kept live scope down. Marked a bunch of fish on the other side of the hump, and I think this one is a walleye. Why wouldn't they be on the wind-blown side? Of course it's a walleye, yeah. That was cool, he just plucked it. He must have seen it on the way down, just picked it right up off the bottom, because all I did was pick up my slack and he was on there. Not a big one, because that's just kind of the body of water we're on, but it is a good flavor to have, especially first cast, getting set up differently on the spot before leaving it entirely. So maybe, just maybe, we can do that again before we move. There's fish. What do we have here? It only took 2 or 3 pitches. Oh, I knew it. I was looking at a group of fish and we're looking like 120 feet out on live scope, and sometimes those groups of fish, especially when they're mixed in a brush pile, can look all like fish. And I was like, man, I hope that's not a brush pile. Well, guess what? It was, and we found Mr. Crappie. Well, that's cool. We've got walleye, white bass, wiper, and the channel cat that you didn't see. So we're just doing the old summer multi-species angling. I'm gonna leave that brush pile alone, focus more on the spot here. But think here, probably in the next 10 minutes, we're gonna move. New spot, found a big school. Big school on the next spot here. Saw him from, I don't know, 80 or 90 feet away, hit spot lock, made 1 cast, and game over. Now to see who it is. Oh, nice walleye, nice walleye. I knew he was fighting, kind of familiar. Oh yeah, that's a really nice fish too. Really nice one. Now, what I marked on live scope was not a big school of walleyes, but rather this was just a byproduct, but I like these byproducts. And of course, in true jig wrap style, he is off in the net, which is a blessing. But yeah, there you go. Probably 20, I would guess. Nice 20-incher. Beauty. Absolutely perfect specimen. All right, well, that's definitely how you want to start off on a new spot, is with a nice walleye. But yeah, he's closer to 21. I put him on the aqua traction when I was taking a picture just now. Nice fish, super nice, healthy fish. Bye-bye, gorgeous. Thank you. Now again, I'm sitting kind of far away from them. I'll show you what they look like here on the scope. They're sitting about 80 or 90 feet out there, so I could probably be set up better on them, considering I'm like casting almost off of the hump and bringing it through them, but this is working for now. All the white bass, following, swiping, following, got one. And here come all of his friends. Here come all of his buddies. Not a bad time. Not a bad time. Obviously, dude, constant diarrhea. Obviously, I wish these were all walleyes, but such is the life of a Kansas reservoir. You just get everything this time of year, which for me as a guide is fun because, I mean, I've never met a client that said, oh my gosh, we're catching a bunch of fish, this sucks. So I'm cool with it. I'm just not cool with the diarrhea. Just for fun, why don't we give them the old razzle dazzle? I did have this rod rigged up to the Northland 3-inch eye candy, just the most perfect swim bait. There we go. On the swim bait. Wiper too, I think. Big pot of suspended fish over there in first cast with the swim bait. I just set up differently, and here comes his buddies. Nope, just a white bass. Nope, mini wiper. But there are a lot of them. So, well, it felt good to catch one on a swim bait. It's been a while, honestly, since I've caught one on a moving bait like this. Well, I've been catching them on big cranks at a different lake. Not a big one, but got bit on that Northland eye candy jig, or eye candy plastic rather. Super tough too, so I'm excited to keep using these. They're not super cheap, but I think for durability purposes, it's gonna be worth it. But we'll just see if we can't get one or 6 more out of this school. There we go. There's another one. Not big. Oh, not big, but he's got teeth. A baby walleye. And he's got a hole so big in his lip, I think I've caught him 69 times. A lot of fish there, so we're just gonna have to keep weeding through them. But like I said, it does feel nice to get bit on a swim bait again. Fish on. This might have to be our last one too, because we got storms rolling in big time right now. So we will close this video out with this fish here, big white bass. God, I hate to leave because they are just absolutely stacked, but we've had pop-up storms here for the last 2 days now, and they haven't been very friendly. But did manage to get this last one here on that eye candy swim bait. So kind of the 1-2 punch. Well, 1-2-3 punch, I guess, if we were doing spoons too, as far as like what my ultimate summer pattern would be your reaction baits like the jig and wrap or glide bait or jig and spoon, and then some sort of more natural presentation like a swim bait. Cannot beat a jig and a swim bait. It's probably my favorite, right up next to a jig wrap at all times of year. So hope you guys enjoyed this one. Just wanted to get a quick video out for you guys this week. Maybe there'll be another one, definitely a podcast, we'll see. But like I said, hope you guys enjoy it. We'll see you on the next one. Oh, dude. Ooh. All right, time to go.